ebb in relations between the countries, and he wants to do everything he can to kind of restore those relations. They're traditionally quite strong allies, the two of them. He goes on and he basically says that, you know, we hope to restore relations, but he doesn't say anything about the conflict in general and the 15,000 civilians that have been killed since the conflict began last year.
And the papers are also talking as well, aren't they, about the torture centres in Syria?
That's right. Well, the Human Rights Watch, the Human Rights Organization, has been investigating a number of torture centres across the country, 27 of them. And Australia's Brisbane Times gives extensive coverage to it. And they look at basically the witness stories, the first account interviewees who talk about the experiences they've had. There we have a close-up of the one of the témoignages, the one man saying they started squeezing my fingers with pliers, they put staples in my fingers, my chest, and he would only see them taken out if he started speaking. So each interviewee gave their accounts to Human Rights Watch, and their accounts would be corroborated with some of the prison staff, officials in the area. So the Human Rights Watch could actually pinpoint the locations of these various, excuse me, these various torture centers located in prisons across the country. We can see there that they're spread out, and the method of torture was in turn corroborated as well.
Now, another big subject in the papers today is the banking scandal in the UK, rather. One question, is it getting deeper?
It is getting deeper. It seems to be getting wider as well. Over a dozen banks are being investigated. Parliamentary inquiry was announced yesterday by the government, and the Serious Fraud Office has said that it's going to investigate whether criminal charges are possible. And that's among the executives of banks such as Barclays, to name just one.
And staying with the Barclays scandal, has the wrong man been held responsible, as one article?
Well, you know, it would seem to me that the people have been reading The Independent today because they say the wrong man has been, you know, he's been ousted. But just moments ago, we've learned that, in fact, the CEO, Bob Diamond, has been ousted as well. He's gone, two of them, the two top heads. So that's it for them. I mean, the reasoning behind the Independent article is really that, you know, the chairman is far too high a level. He wouldn't have seen the rigmarole of the interest rate manipulation, whereas Bob Diamond surely would have. And if, as he had previously indicated, he wasn't quite aware of what was happening, well, the paper says you either should have known or you were stupid and not.
So it's all about the psychology of banking then.
Indeed. Now, The Guardian goes on to talk about the psychology of it. Not a lot of time to talk about it, unfortunately, but the bank bosses are more powerful, they say, than any elected official, especially after decades of deregulation. And what's happened is long periods of unconstrained power have actually affected their brain behavior. And it's caused some people to have these notions of conquest and success and a total absence of any fear of consequence. And that's actually affected their behavior and allowed them to create an atmosphere in which nothing at all has stopped them from taking ever more risky decisions.
Carl Brown with the International Newspapers today here on France 24. Thanks very much. And coming up next, in business, in fact, we're staying with that Barclays story, because first the chairman, now the CEO of Barclays, resigning over the rate rigging scandal that's humbled one of the world's biggest banks. That's with Owen. He'll be here right after the break. Stay with us.